everyone. My name is Danielle, and welcome to Yoga Restore today. This class will not require any equipment other than a yoga mat. If you would like, you can have a small towel or blanket. We will be on hands and knees, so it's always important to take care of you and be comfortable. The whole purpose of this class is to help you de-stress and relax. Classes will vary from class to class, week to week, but our intent and our focus during our time is to really focus on the breathing, do gentle yoga-based stretching, and become a little more present and mindful and calm. With that being said, I invite you now to go ahead and roll out your yoga mat, and we'll go ahead and get started. So you can find a comfortable seat or even lie down on your back in Shavasana if you prefer. But all I want you to do is to take a few minutes to settle in. So whether you are seated or perhaps lying down, I want you to, if it feels right for you, to either soften your gaze, maybe looking down towards the floor, or perhaps even gently close the eyes. If you're tuning in from home or an area where you have some control over the lighting, things like that, maybe you may find it more relaxing to dim the lights. It's really up to you. No matter what your environment is today, I just invite you to see if you can find a way to make it a little more calm and relaxing. So go ahead, and as you start to settle into your seated or lying posture, close the eyes if that sounds appropriate for you right now. And together, let's take a few deep breaths. Whenever you're ready, breathing in on your own time, in through the nose. Take a big breath in and then slowly exhale through the nose or mouth. Again, a few more times. Take a few deep breaths in and exhale it out. Keep breathing in your own time. You do not have to look at the screen at this time. And know that there is nothing that you need to do right now except focus on your breathing. As you continue to slow down the breath and take a few deep breaths, I want to invite you to start to tune in and just notice. Notice your thoughts today. Are your thoughts racing from one thing to the next? Do you have a long to-do list today? Be that as it may, whatever is going on with you today, know that you can just hit pause on whatever's going on and take a few moments to restore. Take a moment and very gently scan the physical body. Notice your energy level. Notice any tightness or tension in the body you may be carrying. Just take a moment and notice how you are feeling physically today. Continue to breathe, and I invite you to allow the exhalation to become a little bit longer. Breathing slowly and deeply not only oxygenates the body, but also helps send a signal to the parasympathetic nervous system that it's okay to relax, to restore. Our intention for class today is the word itself, restore. Take a moment and think, what does this word mean to you? What type of activities help you to feel renewed and restored? Take a moment and reflect upon this word. See if any thoughts come to mind. And finally, I invite you to reflect upon, is there anything you can do right now in your yoga practice that will help you feel more relaxed, help you to restore and recharge your energy, and to leave this practice feeling more calm, centered, and renewed? It is always okay to take care of you. And I invite you, as we go through our gentle stretches for our practice today, to take those moments, to take those opportunities to make this practice just a little more restorative for you. Take one more big, deep breath in and out, committing to this next while for your yoga practice. Wonderful. So when you are ready, in your own time, I invite you to slowly start to open the eyes. Good. And when we are ready, please make your way, if you are in a different posture, to a comfortable seated position. Legs can be crossed as I am demonstrating, or perhaps out in front. It really, again, is all about your comfort. Let's go ahead and start with de-stressing the head, the neck, the shoulders, the back, all of these areas that hold a lot of tension for many people. So when you're ready, let's begin with shoulders today. So taking a big inhale and out, gently roll those shoulders up and back. Good. Up and back. Feeling a little bit taller in the spine. We want to work out the kinks in the spine, kind of elongate or get that feeling of elongation of the spine so that we can avoid the kind of slumping and compression that sometimes we get from a long work day. All right, these shoulder rolls, if it feels right for you, can come into a slightly bigger circles with the arms. Good. And then gently release down. We're going to do one of my favorite shoulder exercises to release tension, which is shoulder shrugs and drops with the breath. So just follow along with me. So we're going to take a big inhale, and I want you to scrunch your shoulders up to your ears. Now this should be tight and might even feel a touch uncomfortable. You take that big inhale in, and then with your mouth open, if that feels right for you, you're going to sigh. And release the shoulders down. Relaxed, relaxed. Let's try that together 2 more times. Let's go ahead. Inhale, shoulders up, scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. And exhale. Sigh, let it go. All right, let's do it one more time. Big inhale, scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. And exhale. Drop it down. Good job, good job. Just shake out those shoulders. Really, really nice. All right, from here, let's take a moment to relax our head and neck. So I invite you to take one ear towards one shoulder. Feel that lovely stretch down the opposite side of the neck. If you wish, you can reach your fingertips down. Feel a long stretch down the side. Good. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Good. And then let's float that head up. And let's try the other side. Other ear towards your other shoulder. Relax that opposite shoulder down, perhaps even reaching the fingertips down to touch the floor or a chair if you're seated. Feel this lovely stretch down the side, body of the neck. Big inhale for you. And exhale. Put that head up. And now let's take the chin towards the chest. So we're going to tuck that chin towards the chest. And feel free here, if you'd like, to move the head a little from side to side, releasing any tension. Good. Now from this tucked position, we're going to reach forward. So you're going to start to reach it forward, fingertips forward, and just let that body hang a little bit, okay? Reach it forward, hang in the body. Good. Really releasing that back. Good. Releasing forward. Good work. Just stretching. Take a moment to take a big breath here. Maybe relax your facial muscles, relax your jaw. Let that low back, that lumbar spine release. Good. And then slowly, when you're ready, start to use your hands to walk back up. Good. And just kind of shake things out. Start to let that upper body be a little bit looser. Let's take a big inhale in. And exhale, gently twist to one side. Pull in those abs. Good. Twisting one direction. Big inhale, exhale, and then switch other way. Really find that lovely stretch in the spine. Take a big inhale and exhale. Good work. All right, friends, let's go ahead and we're going to start to stretch our legs a little bit, go through a nice sequence, being long ways on our mat. So you can sit like how I am with the longer edges of the mats going this way horizontally, if that works in your space. So go ahead and take your legs into a straddle position. Again, there's no judgment in yoga, no competition. So wherever you're at today, maybe the legs are wide, maybe they're here, just find what's comfortable. We're going to flex our feet today. We're going to sit up nice and tall. I want you to take a big inhale, reach one arm up and over. Really getting into the side body here. Stretch it over. If it feels all right for you, you can look up towards the ceiling or look down, or maybe even move the head a little from side to side. Just give the body that nice stretch. Big inhale. And exhale up. And we're just going to float over to your other side. Just give it a reach, give it a stretch. Really stretching that lovely side body. You might even feel this down in the hips, down in the low back. Take a moment and just allow yourself to stretch. Good. Big inhale, come on up. And now I invite you to take both arms up and take it easy with this one. Just slowly start to reach forward. Again, just go where you want today. The body is not super warm at this point, so there's never a need to bounce or push hard into stretching. Just take it as an opportunity to see where the body is at today and what needs stretched, to focus on that restorative aspect. Big breath in and exhale, slowly come up. Now we're going to do a really lovely stretch that's great for our hips, great for our side body. So we're going to take one leg in towards the midline of the body, other leg will stay out. Then from here, what I like to do is the side of the bent knee. I'm going to take the hand behind the hip. We're going to swoop the front arm up and lift our hips up. So you can watch me and then join in. So we're going to take a big inhale, swoop the arms up and reach towards the ceiling. Good. So you can go ahead and give this a try if this is appropriate for you. You should feel a nice stretch right here in the hip. Good. Reach up Big inhale. And when you're ready, exhale, slowly lower that down. Great. Let's try that on the other side. So we take one leg in, other leg out. You can adjust as you need to on your mat. Good. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to take one hand, the hand of the bent knee behind, swoop the arm up, and lift. And if it feels good on your body, gently press that hip forward. Feeling that lovely stretch in the front of the hip flexor. Good. Big inhale. And exhale, slowly, slowly start to come down. Good job. Let's go ahead and take those legs out in front. You can move the legs side to side. I call these windshield wipers. Windshield wipe the feet. Good. Big inhale. And gently fold forward. This is a very intense stretch for a lot of people, so just fold forward a little bit. Release the back. Toes may be pointed or flexed if that feels better. Good. Big inhale. And exhale. Nicely done. All right, friends, feel free at any time to grab a little sip of water if that feels right for you. Always good to take care of ourselves and hydrate. We're going to be transitioning to doing a few poses on hands and knees now. So this is a point where if you have a little towel or cushion, again, not necessary, not mandatory, but just for your comfort, where you can use it like this, where you put it under the knees. If you do not have access to a towel or anything like that, another great option is just making a small fold in the mat, and then you can place the knees right there, okay? So remember, in restorative style yoga, your comfort is what is most important. So wherever you're at, you're going to come to a tabletop position. So that is hands and knees, right? We're going to engage our abs, engage our core muscles, and let's spread our hands wide like a starfish. And then when you're ready, we're going to begin with cat and cow pose. So on a big inhale, arch one way, pull those ab muscles in, and exhale, lower down. Let's try that 2 more times in your own time. Inhale, arch. And exhale, lower. Great, one more time. Inhale, arch. And exhale, lower. Really, really good. Let's come to a nice table or nice neutral spine there. From here, we're going to do today a really lovely slow yoga flow. I call this one the Earth Salutation. It's kind of like a sun salutation, which you may be familiar with. However, it stays a little lower to the ground. So let's talk it through together, and then you can do it on your own. So we start with the knees a little wider than hip width apart. You can open them wide, stretch back into your child's pose. So you're going to reach fingertips forward and relax down. Perhaps even the forehead touches the floor. This is our first pose in our Earth Salutation. From here, we're going to inhale, exhale, come back onto the heels. And all of this will be done in a very slow flow style with breath, so we won't hold this for super long. From here, we're going to take a big inhale, gently come up on the knees if that feels okay for you. Maybe a little back bend here if that's appropriate. And then exhale, back down to our child's pose. So that's 3 different moves we've done so far. From here, you're going to look through your hands, pull the body through, and come into either an upward facing dog pose like I'm demonstrating here, or bring the hands down into a sphinx-like posture for our cobra pose, okay? So either way, either arms down or up. Next, you're going to tuck your toes, lift your hips into plank, and then from here, exhale, lift up to your downward facing dog pose. And you can feel free to pedal out those feet here. From here, you just drop those knees down and return back to child's pose. And that is our whole Earth Salutation sequence. So you'll get the hang of it in a moment. Let's go ahead. I'll talk you through it a few times, but always feel free to go at your own speed with this. Here we go. So start in your child's pose, big deep breath. Inhale, and then exhale. Slowly start to make your way to hero's pose, sitting on your heels. Good. From here, big inhale, come on up. Reach. Exhale, child's pose. Big inhale, look through those hands, pull the body through into your back bend. Good. Inhale. Exhale, find your plank position and gently come up into downward facing dog pose and take a full breath here, pedaling out your feet. Lift those hips high and gently come down back to child's pose. Let's do this sequence a couple more times. Here we go. Big inhale. Exhale. Come back to hero's pose. And big inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pull through the hands. Exhale, plank to downward dog. Inhale, pedal out those feet. And exhale, lower. One more time. Here we go. Inhale, sit up high. Exhale, reach. And fold. Find your own breathing pattern here. Pull through. And lift. Pedal. Good. Lift, lift, lift. And drop the knees, child's pose. Good. All right. Let's go ahead and from our child's pose, I invite you to reach your fingertips over to one side. Just feeling a nice stretch there. Big inhale. Exhale, other way. Big inhale. Exhale, center. Good. Let's go ahead. We're going to get off of our knees. We're going to come up to a couple standing stretches, not a whole bunch today, but just a little bit. So let's tuck our toes, lift our hips, pedal out those feet one more time. And now I'm going to invite you to step the right leg forward, if you can, into a lunge. So there's a few ways you can get there. You can come down to the knees and step. That's a nice, easy way, or just directly step. So from here, you're going to step, and then foot's going to meet foot in front. Come to a forward fold. And now big inhale, come all the way up. And bring the hands to heart center. All right. So take a moment in your tall stance here. I'm going to turn towards you. And just relax your shoulders. One of my favorite moves to do to relax the shoulders is going, I've heard this one called windmills. We're just going to take the arms side to side. So just let the body be loose. You can let the hips shift from side to side as you just gently let things go, let things flow. Good. Very nice. While we're up here, we'll do just a couple nice full body stretches to get things kind of loosened up. And then we'll come back to our mat. So you can go ahead and start to let your spiraling arms around the body start to relax and settle. Good. And then I'm going to invite you to go ahead and step wide on your mat again. Good. We're going to go into horse pose and then a really lovely shoulder and inner thigh opener. So we're going to take our arms up high, bend at the elbow like a goalpost. Toes are slightly turned out. We're going to bend the knees out. This one in yoga is called horse pose. Let's go ahead and inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Let's do this a few more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Last time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Now, if this feels right for your body today, I invite you to place the hands on the knees. Allow the torso to come forward ever so slightly, and then you're going to press one shoulder down. So this one is a great stretch for a lot of busy people. I'll show you from the side. So you've got that wide stance. You're coming forward, and you press one shoulder down. All right. Let's go ahead and try that the other way. So just press your other shoulder down. So you've got several things going on here. You're pressing that shoulder, you're pressing against the inner thigh, you're adding a little bit of a twist. Big inhale. Let's try that one more time and switch. Press. Good. So good for releasing stress and tension. Check in with your facial muscles, your jaw, your breath. Just let it all go. All right, and then if it feels right for you and inversions do not bother you, you can fold the body forward at this point. So inversions are where the head goes above the heart, and for some people they make them dizzy, so please be kind to you and do what works best for you. A good modification for any inversion, and for this one in particular, is just keep it halfway. This is completely fine. You do not have to come all the way down. Good. Let's go ahead, friends, and start to slowly come back up. Good. And one last little standing pose I'd like to do with you is we're going to come into upward tree pose, and we're going to do bends on each side. So go ahead and take your arms up on a big inhale. Bring the arms all the way above the head, index fingers touching. Drop your shoulders down, feet are close together. We're going to take a big inhale and then gentle back and side bends here. So maybe gentle back bend one way. Inhale, exhale, lean to one side and switch. Good. We'll do that one more time. I'll show you from the side. So we're in our back bend and back. Lean to one side and lean to the other side. Good. Fold that body down. Good. Relax it out. Nicely done. Okay, we're going to make our way back down with some nice deep lunges to stretch our quads, stretch our inner thigh. Once more, if you have tender knees, here would be a good opportunity to get a little cushion or fold in your mat. That's completely fine. Focusing on your comfort. So from the top of our mat, so come to one edge of your mat, that's your top. We're going to go ahead, big inhale, and we're going to forward fold. Reach up and fold. From here, we're going to look up halfway, stretching our spine. So bring hands to shins, look up. Exhale, lower. Let's do this 2 more times. Look up, lower. Last time, look up and lower. Great. Let's go ahead and step one leg back. It is my right leg into a lunge, bending your front left knee. Good. From here, we're going to drop that back knee down, maybe on a cushion if we need it. Big inhale, arms up, crescent back bend, right here. So take a moment and stretch. If this is too intense for you, remember you can bring your hands down by your knees. Also, if you do not have the flexibility, if your leg doesn't stretch like this, up here is completely fine. There's always something you can do and somewhere you can work towards. So go ahead and give yourself a stretch wherever you're at your lunge today. From here, we're going to shift the hips back into half splits. So we're going to straighten that front knee, shift the hips back, flex the front foot, and then hands can come down on either side of the leg, or maybe a hand reaches towards your toe. Just find this stretch on this side for you. And again, too, a great modification if it feels better for your body is come up high. Completely fine. Relax and breathe for just a moment. Great. One last breath in our half splits, and then we'll do this lunge sequence on the other side. Good. Breathe, relax, and slowly come up. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So since we're already up, let's go ahead. Let's step to the top of our mat one last time. Now this time, instead of our look up halfway that we did, we're going to come into a forward fold. So you can go ahead and start to lean forward. Notice how bent my knees are. From here, and I'm going to show you a couple versions of this. You're going to place one hand down and reach the other hand up to the ceiling. My knees are very bent here. Now, if this is too much for you, modification, bring your hand up on your top thigh and reach up. All right, we're going to try this to each side. So go ahead and give yourself a try. Come on down and up to the other side. Let's try that one last time. Reach one way. Great. And then the other whenever you're ready. Really nice. Good job. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and step your other leg back. For me, that's my left. Coming into a lunge on this side. Now we're going to gently drop the knee down and find our back bend on this side. So whenever you're ready, come on up. Arms up, gentle back bend. Take a big inhale, exhale. Remember, there's your modifications I mentioned. Good. And then when you're ready, slowly shift the hips back, head to knee for your standing splits, half splits rather. Remember, you can bend the knee, fold the body forward. Really good. Start to connect with your breath. Big inhale and exhale. Very nice. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and start to come out of this. And I'm going to invite you at this time to come to a comfortable seat. Drink some water if you'd like. Good. So we're going to finish our class by going into bridge pose on our back and some gentle spinal twists each way. And then we'll take a few moments in our Shavasana. So I will talk you through it. Sometimes I will be a little more upright because it's easier to hear my voice when I'm facing the screen. So go ahead onto your back and we'll do the best we can, right? All right, so we come into lying on our back. Bend your knees and start to bring your heels towards your hips. Make yourself comfortable here. Your back should be in contact with the mat, hands down by your sides. You're going to take a big inhale and lift the hips up for bridge pose. We're just going to do this 2 times. So go ahead and find your bridge pose here. Remember to breathe, no tension on the neck here. And slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll down through the spine. Let's do this one more time. You're going to inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, one more breath in your bridge pose. Great. And slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lift down. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and gently hug those knees in towards the chest. Feel free to open the knees wide here, maybe rock side to side like I am showing. Just getting that lovely stretch and massage in the low back. Let's go into our spinal twist. So I like to bring my hands out by my sides, knees up to the chest, big inhale. Exhale, slowly fold one way. The knees may touch the ground, like I'm showing here, or they may stay up a little bit higher. That's fine. There's a lot of variations as well. You can extend the legs long, flex the feet. You can also take the head and look the other direction. If you would like to, at this portion of class, you can gently close the eyes, returning to this concept of restoration. Take a big inhale and exhale, and when you're ready, we're just going to do that twist on the other side, bringing the knees up. Gently twist the other way and find your twist pose that works best for you on this side. Remember to breathe, relax the body. Tune in to where this stretches the body, where your body is tight today. One last breath in your spinal twist. When you are ready, everyone, gently come onto your back. At this time, I invite you to come out into Shavasana if that works for your body and you are able to do so. You can gently close the eyes and relax on your back. I'm going to come to seated so you can hear me. There's nothing you need to see here. You can close the eyes. But just take a moment, no matter where you are at, to breathe deeply. Come back to the idea of restore. Take a moment to express gratitude that you took this time for yourself today. Remember that you deserve time to recharge and that you can come back to work, to family, to whatever you need to do, feeling healthy, recharged, and happy. When you are ready, friends, I invite you to slowly, taking your time, start to make your way back into a comfortable, seated position. Please take your time. When you get there, in your own way, in your own time, I invite you to slowly open your eyes. We will conclude today's practice by taking a big inhale. Arms come all the way up. Bring the palms together at the heart. Imagining you're bringing into your body this beautiful, peaceful, restorative energy. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I appreciate you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. See you soon.